Hello everyone, my name is Quan. Today I'm so happy to tell you about fitting conversation between two people, the man and the woman. Number one, the man said to the woman he had been working hard that month and he liked it took 3 days on the week after. The woman thought that was a good time because they wouldn't be with finish that process by then. The man replied that then he got so hell to wait until the month after for his time off. Number two, the woman wanted to know if the man saw that agent in the newspaper. She said that briefcase was on sale that week. The man replied that there were great prices. He said she could call and order one by phone. The woman agreed with him. However, she thought she would fax his order because it was usually faster that way. Number three, the man complained that he couldn't get that thing to work because the copies came out too light. The woman agreed with him. She said that it was really old, so it was always breaking down. The man suggested calling someone to come fix it that morning because it really needed to get that copy made. Number four, the woman said to the man they really should talk that over in person. She suggested getting together sometime that week. The man replied that he would be away on business trip for the rest of that week. The woman suggested meeting him in his office at 10 on Monday after. Number five, the first woman wanted to know if the second woman remembered to read that article she sent her. The second woman was sorry that she explained that she had been so busy. However, she would get to it that day. The first woman advised that she should read it soon because it discusses some important information. Number six, the woman wanted to know if the man was free dinner that night because it was time to celebrate. The man replied that he had gotten promotion. The woman agreed with him. She said the which day she had been waiting for it there. She commented she was then assistant to director of the foreign markets department. Number seven, the man suggested talking. Number seven, the man suggested taking the package to the post office for him. The woman agreed with him. She said she would do it later when she went out for lunch. The man suggested taking it right away because it was very important. Number eight, the woman said that they had some excellent seafood that night. The man agreed with her. He said the prices were reasonable. She replied that on their dish had made or order, and they were served with farm-raised vegetables. Number nine, the man suggested helping the woman. The woman commented she must have the wrong number and she had wanted to speak with Mr. Morrow. The woman replied that Mr. Morrow worked in the accounting department, but he was at a conference that week. He suggested transferring her to Mr. Morrow's assistant desk. Number 10, the woman wanted to know if she could get a phone refund on the rest. She said she had never won it. The man agreed with her. He suggested telling why she was returning. He wanted to know if damage was in any way. The woman disagreed with him. She commented it was in good condition. However, it just didn't fit. Number 11. The woman wanted to know if those checked be ready soon. She said she would like to put them in the bed that day. The man agreed with her. He commented he would have for her before she left the office that afternoon. The woman agreed with him. However, she advised Jian to didn't be too late because the bank closed at 5:30. Number 12. The woman wanted to know if Miss Lee was available that morning. She said that she had some babies for her to sign. The man replied that she was in a meeting right then, but she should be finished soon. The woman commented she would call back in a little while. Number 13. The man wanted to know the woman could take his phone call for him that afternoon. He said he was leaving the office after lunch. The woman wanted to know what the matter was and the man wasn't feeling well. The man replied that everything was fine. He was just meeting the director at the airport to 2:30. Number 14. The woman wanted to know if the man had ordered his new computer the Tuesday before. The man agreed with her and he said that he should have it by Friday. The woman agreed with him. She said they had shipped it on the Thursday and he should get it that day or the day after. Number 15. The man said to the woman he was ready for the break. He wanted to know if the woman wanted some coffee in the lounge. The woman disagreed with him. She commented that it was just a nice day out and she was tired of sitting indoors. The man suggested going out then. He said that there was nice sidewalk cafe to hear. Thanks for listening.